Hi all, welcome to today's live market opening report. Actually what we have seen yesterday is kind of bullish move, and moreover if you look at the market today morning, seems like we are in completely different zone, right? So why this is happening? So what was the reason like why this fall is happening? First of all, yesterday Fed has announced that it is going to raise the interest rate by 50 basis point, and for the coming week. That means the meeting is going to happen on the May, and Fed is announcing that little earlier, because for the last 4-5 days if you look at the reason for the fall, it is majorly due to the inflation fear. So I think whatever Fed has done is I think it is in the good direction. So if at all from here, if you ask me what to be done, then actually we just need to see this. What even yesterday I said, market were going higher, but it was oversold and it is giving a relief rally, and now whatever the rally it has given yesterday in the morning, it has gone. So from here on, again, if you look at the institutional point of data, then if you look at FI data is almost 700 crore sold, and DAI has bought for more than 2,800. So net was inflow. But why? Because I was also like very good at looking at yesterday's picture until like going to the bed. I was accepting that rally was good, but I did not take any positions. Even I was on expecting that it is going to gap up, and for that gap up I will be planning. Like if you look at yesterday our closing report, this is what my plan was. But looking at the market, exactly opening at where I was, my target was. Feels like I missed the trade, but only thing is, yes, this kind of trade we cannot trade. Only thing is, we just need to have proper logics, and then we need to think about it. I was having very small various positions, could not actually monetize this move, but if you concentrate on this kind of move, this is nowhere in the context, because if you look at yesterday move was with respect to the data unwinding it has done, and it has breached the previous day high. Even if you look at yesterday morning opening analysis report, that's what I said, and the market were trading about previous day high, so don't expect market to correct, so it will be on the higher mode. But but if you look at today's data, today's opening, and moreover market is at just 9:36 AM only, right, for the day of 22 April. So if you look at price wise, the structure is as already market is trading below yesterday's flow. So even if you look at Bank Nifty, so Bank Nifty has actually given a close, or not even a close, I think, yes, if this 15 minutes candle closed below this low level of yesterday, so 36,422 was the low level. So once it closes below, then even on the lower time frame, structurally it is in the down direction, because in the higher time frame we know that it is in a bearish, but it did not give enough time or room for people to take this down move. But again, if you look at Nifty point of view, so Nifty point of view, again, only one thing right now, bulls can be saved, I guess, by looking at Nifty, because Nifty is exactly at the gap support. So whatever yesterday it has gapped up, that level, almost at that place Nifty is residing, and moreover that is an important place too, because 2 days back that was the high, and again, so it has broken out yesterday and given a rally, and now gap down and just trying to test that zone. So from Bank Nifty, it is very clear and evident that the sector is in weak mode. But if you look at last 2 to 3 days move, I have been saying Nifty is structurally good, and even today Nifty is structurally placed well. So if at all, if the bounce is going to come, then obviously the Bank Nifty can bounce, but don't trade for that, because maybe many people will be taking a long, assuming that it is a retest point. But don't do that right now. Don't do that, because this is the last week of the expiry, and moreover this is a monthly expiry, and when the puts got unwinding, like when get unwinded, it can give way to the huge target. But see, huge target in the sense, what you can target is what was the previous swing, at least previous swing, because at least if you look at an hourly time frame, and from here on this reversal is going to happen, just look in this context. So assume that market was falling because of the inflation fears. So now Fed is trying to address that fear, but only thing is, right now market is reacting in the kind of jittery mode. But if you look at hourly chart, then if it is want to reverse, then obviously there needs to be some kind of consolidation, and moreover you need to have a positive divergence in a little higher time frame. Maybe if this low is going to break and going to retest at that point, look at an hourly chart and then try to find a divergence, and if at all, if there is a divergence and there is a price action, then mark my word, then from here on all these inflation worries will go out, and the next one worry which is remained like unsolved is Russia Ukraine. So only that can trigger further more fall, I guess. So from here on, if you ask me, wait for the retest of the swing low and look at the signals for positive divergence, and then always confirm with the price action. Price action means what? At least in the little lower time frame. Let's assume that you are concentrating on an hourly time frame for the positive divergence. Make sure that some kind of price action or whatever the candlestick pattern, at least it makes an kind of higher in at least lower time frame. That means in a 30 minutes time frame, if you get an higher pattern reversal, so then with the positive divergence in the higher time frame on the 1 hour, so you can conclude that market is consolidating and the short term bottom is nearby. It is only the context which you need to look in, but I'm not expecting you to go long here. But at the meantime, what you can do, always as an option player, you can always look at the data. So again, actually what I said was, when market is coming down, don't look at the call data. So whatever it's facing, let's assume that market is coming down, then put will be facing the pressure. So look at that data, and then if these things, whatever I saying now, because I'm expecting this swing to be tested at that time, this might be playing a huge role in case if you wanted to take a reversal trade. So right now I do not have anything, because this is what my target was, but I did not get an entry because I was waiting for today gap up to take an entry, but it has come down. So from here, if you ask me, again I do not have any view. So I was having either Bank Nifty can be saved by only Nifty, because structurally it is at the place where it can do. Even if you look at the first 15 minutes candle of the Nifty, it seems like a pin bar. So if that pin bar holds, then obviously it is a good news for bulls. Otherwise, what can happen? Today is a Friday, and moreover we have weekend over it, and we don't know how the people will be reacting. Either it can be a short covering, or it can be a complete squaring of longs, right? If that is the case, obviously we will tend to go lower, and whatever we need to see is yesterday price concept, like were closed around day's high, right? So that momentum is used to be opening at the higher level, but as soon as the yesterday's low gotten over, that sentiment or that momentum is gone now. So if you ask me whether it is going to do, only thing which can save Bank Nifty is right now the Nifty. That's the reason. And moreover, if you look at India VIX, yes, whatever it has down, so on a last trading session it was down by almost some 4%, but now up by 3%. So seems like nothing bad, I guess, because looking at VIX, this is normal. But generally, if there is a fall and if there is a rise in VIX for more than 8 to 10%, then obviously you need to be little careful. And what I expect is, from here on, market can consolidate, but that too. So everything is done. So now all the issues are getting it's not sorted out, it is trying to get resolved on its own. So inflation was the key. So almost Fed has addressed yesterday itself, like it is going to increase the basis point by 50 paise. So again, this is the jittery reaction towards it, but obviously on a higher context, it is good actually. So when if at all, if Fed is going to raise, even assume that if it is going to raise on a worst case basis, like one basis point, like 100 basis point, then obviously the shock will be lesser, right? And even moreover, it is trying to address the concern of inflation, because if you look at last 20 to 30 days, whatever news you look at now, so everywhere there is a key discussion about this inflation is rising, inflation is killing, so inflation is going to be play a part of going to play the spoil sport in the investing these things. So I think that is trying to address this. So from here on, what I sense is might be there is a possibility the low can be tested at that time. Have an idea about whatever I said discussed in this video. So kind of positive divergence look for, then look for the data point of view. But on that too, even if you are going to take today any longs, but wait till end of the day. If there is a possibility that if the day low is going to be tested, so over the weekend you can take long also, but provided ensure that you have a very tight risk as a part of this kind of damage control. So that is when you can always take a counter trade, because if you look at the higher time frame context, market is in sell, and even in the lower time frame or in the sentiment wise, it is in the sell. But only thing was, it is at the exact demand zone, the important zone. So where I am sensing is for Bank Nifty, it seems to be like 36,800 level, because that is a swing low. It has tested and immediately it has bounced. So I feel that it can be tested again if there is no buying from institutional side of today. So that is what I am expecting, and moreover just we will see at the end of the day. So I do not want to carry any position because I just missed yesterday. My view, only thing was I was expecting that today could be a good bull day so that I can take my position. So looking at the already last opportunity, do not want to take any trade even at this point of now. So maybe we'll wait and just see at the end of the day. That is the trade plan for today. If at all if you wanted to take long, then do it in Nifty, because Nifty is the place where it is residing exactly. So instead of playing in a bank Nifty, do it in Nifty and make sure that first 15 minutes low of the day is your stop loss. So once that is gone, then there is a gap support. There is a possibility that it can fill the gap, and meantime the bank Nifty can touch the demand zone which we have mentioned. So that is when I will be taking my kind of small long positions, but majorly the risk and control. That's what my trade plan for today is, and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thanks for watching. Signing off, Damodharan.